What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Dynamic Leaders page. I'm Norman Hartman. So glad to have you guys here with me for yet another dynamic topic, dead dreams. Man, this topic really pricked me because I realized that all of us have dreams that have not yet come into fruition, and many of us have dreams that we have given up on. So I want to make sure that we're able to pull ourselves together, resuscitate our dreams, and become exactly who we were created to be. When I think back to my childhood, there were really three things that I wanted to become. I wanted to become a pastor, a psychologist, and a professional football player. And the more I think about my childhood dreams, the more I realize it just described areas of focus and the scope of my imagination. So obviously, as a child who wanted to play in the professional football league, I had a focus of and a love for football, but I also saw the scope of my imagination as the NFL being the greatest thing that I could do with my gift. So it wasn't so much that I wanted to become this NFL all-star, this big-time pastor, or this big-time psychologist. It just described things that were important to me at the time. So I'm sure you can think back on dreams that you had as a child as well. So as we're talking about dreams, I'm not so much talking about those things, how big you want your house to be, how fast you want your car to drive. I'm really talking about dreams and ideas that have come to your head that you've put some type of effort behind. Those dreams that woke you up in the middle of the night and you were looking for the closest legal pad. You start filling up that legal pad. You got on Google and started searching, FAQs and trying to get information, cost analysis, all these different things that you wanted to pull together to figure out how you can make your dream a reality. But I want to ask you a question. Why are you not fulfilling your dream right now? Why are you sitting listening to this video right now with unfulfilled dreams? And I believe it's because of one word, challenges, right? All of us have challenges. Challenges are things that have gotten in the way or gotten in between us and our dreams, have gotten in the way of our dreams, of us fulfilling our dreams. Challenges can be anything from financial to relationship to health challenges, all types of challenges. They come in all types of forms. But when you think back to your dreams, you didn't dream up these challenges, right? We don't tend to think about, oh man, I can see this big financial struggle happening or coming in and sabotaging my dream, or I can see this health challenge coming in and stealing my energy away from me and not being able to work the business the way that I want to work it. We don't tend to think about doing our dreams or accomplishing our goals and dreams in the midst of challenges, but we have to begin focusing on how do we deal with the challenges that are in front of us as we focus on the vision that we've seen in our head. It's very difficult to do, but it's so important that we do it, okay? So as we step forward to fulfill our dreams, I want to address something else because there are a lot of people out there that are motivating us to fulfill our dreams, and that's great, but I also wanted to caution us because there are a lot of things that are left out of the equation. People tell us things like, go ahead and jump. I promise as you jump, something's going to happen eventually. Or go ahead and fail big right now because if you get failure out of the way, then there's a lot of success that comes behind that failure. And yes, even though those things are eventually true, it does not work the same for everyone or everybody. And that's the issue, is because some people, they jump out there and they start the business, and now they no longer have the business, and now they're hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt that now they're having to continue to pay. Or they went back to school, they went back to get their master's thinking that they were going to get this promotion, and now they have accumulated thousands of dollars in debt that they have to pay with only a $2,500 or $5,000 or $10,000 increase in annual salary. That's taxable. That's crazy. So not as easy as it seems. It's not as clear cut as it seems, or that is made to appear in these videos. And so I don't want us to be caught up in watching the videos and saying, man, yeah, I'm going to go do it. And then you go to try and do it, and now you don't know the next step that you need to take. And so you're frustrated. You find yourself back at square one, listening to a guy like me trying to tell you what you need to do next, okay? So I want us to think about these next steps that we need to take. What next steps are we going to take? How do we deal with the challenges that are in front of us, but still wanting to, or being able to fulfill our dreams that we want to fulfill? And the first thing that we need to tackle as we take this next step forward is our mindset. We have to have the right mental focus. We have to have the mental capacity to deal with the challenges. Yes, we have the right mentality. We have the capacity to deal with the positive things of our dreams, or the positive aspects of our dreams. But if we have not done our due diligence in order to be prepared for the negative aspects or the challenges, then we only have half of the equation completed. We've only packed half of the lunch that we need in order to have sustainability in seeing our dream come into fruition. So we have to be able to change our mentality, and the only way to change your mentality is to change what you feed your mind, to change your focus, to change the things that are going into your brain, the ideas that you're thinking, the environment that you're putting yourself in, not just today, not just momentarily, not just part-time, but this is something this is a full-time job. This is a full-time commitment. This is something that you have to commit to on a daily basis. This is something that I have committed to for the rest of my life, that I am a full-on learner. I am a lifelong student of my business, of my dreams, of my goals, of making sure that I protect my environment. So all of the challenges that I've met with, all of the challenges that I face, eventually I overcome. All right? So challenges come often with time frames. Challenges all challenges are seasonal. Some of them are shorter, some of them are longer. So you have to be prepared, because you don't know how long a challenge will last. You don't know what a challenge will bring. Some challenges are singular, meaning that they touch one area. Some of you are just having financial challenges right now. Some of you may only have health challenges right now. Some of you may only have familial challenges right now. But often challenges have a dual nature, or multiple challenges are clustered together. So it's like this mountain of rocks, right? But all these different sediments coming together. It's not just one big rock. It's all these different grains and soil compacted together that make this big mountain. It's not just one rock. And so when we look at our challenges, it's typically all of these different sediments and soil and rocks that come together, and they solidify and form this huge mountain of challenges that stand in our way. So we have to be able to deal with the different types of challenges that come into our life, that some of them, yes, they may last a day. Some of them may be for a moment, but some of them may last a couple of months. Some of them may last a few years. You don't truly know. So you have to be ready to deal with those challenges. And the only way that you're able to deal with those challenges is that you commit to dealing with challenges, or being ready, being prepared to deal with challenges on a daily basis. So check your brain food is what I'm saying to you. Check out what you're feeding yourself. Check what is going into your mind. And as I am sharing information with you, I'm going to start sharing with you some of my sources that have helped me to keep this positive momentum going, as I'm dealing with challenges, to jump over hurdles, to start seeing small wins, to start seeing middle grade wins, and working towards those big wins, right? Ultimately what we're talking about is, how do you stay motivated? How do you stay to the fire? How do you know what it is that you need to be doing right now as you're waiting to achieve your goal, or you're waiting for your goals and your dreams to come into fruition? That's what we're talking about. Okay? So, guys, as you're listening to me, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and like this page and go ahead and share it with someone else because I want you and I want you to bring someone with you along this journey because we're starting here now, but we're going back to fulfill those dreams that God has placed on the inside of you so that you can ultimately become who you were created to be. So guys, take this information. I hope that it has blessed you and it's something that you can use. Go out, make some changes in your life, and have a great day.